Coach Fed, off to a 9-2 start, a road sweep at SIU. I know that you got to be proud of the way your team performed.
Yeah, super excited for them and proud of them for going on the road. You know, SIU is kind of a storied tradition program. I mean, they've been to Omaha before. I know it's been a number of years before, but at the same time, you know, it was a great environment to play over there. And, you know, learning how to win on the road is ultra important if you want to get into the conference tournament, put yourself in position to be successful at the end of the year. And you know, getting a sweep was even more, you know, humbling, because that's even more difficult to do, because, you know, that was a really good team that we played, and we overcame some adversities, some speed bumps along the way during the course of the games, and our guys never panicked, and they found a way to win.
Talk about finding a way to win that last game in the series. You're out hit, I think it was 15-7, but yet you won the ball game. Your club found a way to manufacture runs when the opportunities came.
Yeah, I think Coach Collins and Coach Belanger do a great job of getting our guys to buy into it's not always about the hit column. It's about the runs column. You know, on Saturday we had 10 walks, you know, plus 12 hits. I mean, that's 22 base runners right there, let alone we had a couple hit batsmen as well. So we won the freebie war against them on Saturday and Sunday, and it's not always necessarily about the hits. Even Saturday for Southern Illinois, they out-hit us, I think, 18-12, but we threw two runners out at second base two different times. So they didn't run the bases very well, and we executed defensively like we needed to as well.
I know in the preseason you talked about the fact that you liked this ball club because you saw the potential for some production up and down the lineup. Not a bunch of home run hitters, but guys that maybe with doubles and triples. So far, it hasn't been just one guy you've relied on. You know, Braden Barrett had the big game where he hit for the cycle, and then Chad Bell had his moments, and then on Sunday it was Cade Harper. The fact that it's a different guy producing probably gives you some security in knowing it could be anybody on any given day. No
doubt. You know, we've changed the lineup a few times in different orders. We've had guys hitting at the top that end up hitting at the bottom, and vice versa. And I think it's kind of one of those things that's the next man up. And some guys we haven't handled some situations with runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs, and all of a sudden somebody gets a big 2-out hit. And I think that's what a productive offense does. If you sit there and rely on one person to try to bang the ball off the wall, you know, it becomes difficult, because the opponents, they circle their guy that they say don't let him beat you, and we haven't had that one guy that you just say he can't beat us. It's been a number of guys, and it has been other ways than just hits as well.
Heading into the season, you thought the bullpen might be a strength for you, and so far they've done a nice job of limiting the damage this season.
Yeah, you know, I think Coach Crawford does a good job of putting them in a situation to be successful. They're accepting their roles. I think that's the big part. When, as a pitcher, when you know you show up to the ballpark, you don't know if you're going to pitch, but as the game kind of unfolds there at the latter part, and they go, okay, now this is kind of my situation to come in and do these things, and hanging zeros at the back end of for the bullpen is huge if you want to win baseball games.
You're a week away from the conference opener. You got a midweek game against a rival in Louisiana Tech, and then you go on the road to Stephen F. Austin. What do you want to accomplish this week?
You know, this week I want to have fans in the stands. I want our guys to understand that, hey, you're working hard and you're about to be rewarded with people being out here and supporting us. I know this is something that the community's been hungry for a long time. You know, and I'm expecting that, because at the end of the year, I want us to be in a position to be able to play in front of a lot of people, and we need their fan support. And I think it's going to be creating a big rival. I've got a lot of familiarity with the coaching staff from Louisiana Tech. I coached 2 of their assistant coaches, and I worked with their head coach, so you know we kind of know each other a lot. So there'll be a lot of rivalry between us, not only just the 2 institutions and the 2 communities as well. But you know, I want them to understand that, and then I also want to be able to go on the road to Stephen F. Austin and again find a way to try to win a series, so that we're prepared when we go. You know, we got some really tough road weekends. We go to Lafayette, we go to South Alabama, to Coastal, to UTA. You know, those are very difficult places to play in the Sun Belt, and then let alone going to Little Rock too. So you know, they got a little bit of rivalries with those road weekends that we have, and you have to win on the road and try to find ways to salvage weekends.